So snuggly! Just little pillows! What's it like to be married to a content creator?
I prefer to fix things there on the spot where you're more like angry, storm off and then
I don't do that! What are you doing for?
No.
How do you keep things spicy in the bedroom? And I want to be completely transparent. What are we going to do with them? Just put them into bed and be like, see you, go to strip club!
Yeah, they get refused entrance. We've never tried to take a strip club. Let me just preface that.
Some of the DMs that you receive or I receive,
that's
like
the one part that I don't really like is like just the crap that comes about it. Okay, I understand communication styles now.
maybe that's why you didn't understand communication, because you don't do communication. So I got us Coke Zero or Zero Sugar, whatever it's called. Just two. I went all out. Like, we had a lot of food. Are you excited?
Yes.
Me.
Prefer to have more than less.
We got McDonalds! I'm so excited about it. Alright, let's just like the whole drive here, my mouth was just like salivating, so I'm just
And there was no sneaky chips on the ride?
There was no sneaky chips. Do you know, I was so proud of myself. It might sound like a little feat, but to me that's a big deal.
That is. Normally
especially knowing, well, I was gonna say, knowing that they not expire, but like they're just not quite the same after a while. Now I'm just trying to figure out where the frame is so that you guys don't miss out on any goodies. I feel like you've got less table. There we go. Oh my goodness. So we've got a family meal.
Each?
No, not each.
Oh, okay. I was like, the bags are very, very similar.
Oh my goodness. Sneak chip. Oh, sorry, stab you.
That was a particularly spiky one.
Now I've got 2 Big Macs and 2 quarter pounders, because you know, we're not going to eat all of this. But I mean, for aesthetic purposes, that was my reasoning. And then because that wasn't enough, as part of the meal, chicken nuggets came with it.
Wow.
So we got a nuggets. Now I got 2. Oh, are you okay? Elliot, do you remember that time that I spilled my mukbang cookies and cream milkshake? You guys would remember. Comment below if you remember when I spilled that cookie. Oh, you weren't in it, but you would have watched it.
I don't remember.
You should have watched it.
I'm sure I did.
What is this? Oh, that's right. That's right. I went out and got Nutella hotcakes. What?
Oh, they're actually hot.
Are they?
Yeah.
So I kind of went a little bit of dessert.
You did.
Mostly, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Before we dig in, I know this looks incredible. I actually have a little surprise for you. Do you want to see what I got you?
Oh, yes.
Aside from food, it's not food.
Yes, please. An oodie.
Okay, well, technically I didn't get this for you. Oodies sent us some oodies. I was going to say hoodies, but that's what they are. They are essentially a massive blanket that is a hoodie. I'm so excited! Stop it, yours is so cute! It's the Ravenclaw Harry Potter. So it's like blue, because obviously Ravenclaw is blue. And I got friends, like, can we just?
Oh, so soft.
Oh my gosh. That is so soft. Can't get it out. Oh my goodness. This is better than I expected it to be.
Look how good the design of the characters are.
Look at the size of these. Oh my gosh, and it has a hood. Oh, you've got your hood on.
I do. This is so nice and warm. And
so snuggly. Just little pillows.
I'm not going to get out of this.
No, this is where we will be living forever. If you guys wanted to get yourself an oodie for this winter so that you also can be warm, go down below. I'll have them linked and you can use my discount code KTF30 and that'll actually save you $30 at checkout. But so today, we're going to be doing a Q&A. I asked over on Instagram, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and you want to contribute to future videos, make sure you come over. I'll also have that linked down below. But yeah, I posted on stories what questions you guys had about literally anything, and we've got a ton to get through, so I'm really excited.
Cheers.
Cheers. is. What are you gonna eat first? Because I'm ready to hoe into things.
I think a Big Mac.
Do you reckon you don't want a hot cake while it's hot?
But that's a dessert item. But it could also be a breakfast item, couldn't it?
Yeah, like who says it has to be a certain
apple
way?
pie. Because they're best when they're hot. Yeah, hot cake it is.
They look messy, don't they? I'm not sure I'm convinced of that.
It's
very messy.
I mean, if it tastes nice, then...
Look at that.
I thought it would have just come as like normal pancakes and then you get a little bucket of sauce to like tip on it, but...
I wouldn't say it's Nutella. It's like just chocolate syrup.
It tastes like what's in a sundae.
I'm going to dig into a quarter pounder, and the first question is, what is something that we love? Oh, sorry, I forgot it. What is something you guys absolutely love doing together? Laughing. No, I'm sure she means more of a physical thing we love to do. Is it one thing? Yeah, eating is a big one.
And like, well, not so much.
That's not
eating,
even together.
Like,
I just love eating in general.
yeah, but like food experiences is a thing. Traveling.
That was really good.
What, my answer or the food?
Both.
What is it like? I don't know.
Yeah, traveling's a big one.
Yeah.
But I guess more simple things would just be, I love a good winery day. Like, that's something we both really enjoy to do together. I mean, when I say I mean I love together.
Yeah. Experiences. Particularly ones that neither of us have done before, either individually or together. They're the best.
So I guess try and think new things.
Yeah.
This is a funny one. Who do you think is the alpha in your marriage? Is there such a thing?
I think it depends on what.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd say 70% of the time it's me.
Yeah, because you're very hard-headed, is that the right word?
I don't know, Elliot, is it the right word?
I don't know. Confident and opinionated.
I think opinionated more so than confident, because you're confident, but you're just not opinionated. Oh, we forgot to open our sauces. I think I'm just more particular with things. So
I can be particular too.
Yeah, but that's where I think it comes down to like situational, because if it's to do with like finances or like tech or like your kind of realm of what you know, then you're the one that takes the lead in those decisions. Like, say for example, we were to be thrown a question, like a life-changing decision question, we would both have our input in that.
Oh yeah.
It's not like one or the other would be like,
we're moving to Perth, pack up your stuff.
Yeah, there's actually another question that someone asked was like, was Elliot just as excited to move down here as me? Like, were you also in that decision? Absolutely. Like, if anything, you were the one that decided to move here, because I said to you, I would love to live in the country. I don't really mind where that is. Like, ideally, it would be near a family of some kind. And then we were tossing up moving down to Victoria for your work because Elliot's team's down there. Yeah, if anything, it was kind of 50% was me sort of starting the momentum of being like, I really want to have like a, not sea change, but a lifestyle change. And then you were the other 50% of deciding where that was.
But still together.
Yeah.
More of a...
like
more
there
points
was,
for my decision.
We both collectively decided what locations to choose from, and then I was like, I'd be happy with any of these, and you had the ultimate decision on that. So, oh, I like this question. If Elle could go on a solo holiday anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I've been thinking about this.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, like,
okay.
I don't-
Am I going to wake up one day to you being on a solo holiday?
Well, I'd probably say bye first. Probably something we planned.
So, oh, you'd say goodbye. I thought you
Yeah, I'm not
said.
just going to book you up during the night and go.
I thought you said I would say bye first, as in like I'm bi, and I was like, oh, okay, sexual exploration too. Yeah.
But I honestly don't know. I don't know what I do or where I go.
Pulls you.
Well, yes and no, but there are more things I'd like to do together. So I'm like,
Yeah, I also don't have like ambitions to go to a country without you.
Like, I don't mind travelling alone. Like, if I'm on a work trip or something, I've got no problem with it. Actually enjoy it.
You love that.
Because you can just, like, you're just your own little boss for a little bit of time. You can just do this, do that. You want to go here, do this. Yeah, who knows, maybe I would enjoy it. I don't know.
Okay, say there was one country you've been dying to go to, where would it be?
I don't know.
Would you like New York? Obviously, that's not a country. America's a country.
I mean, I guess so. Like, I'd rather like just go to Australia somewhere first.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And this must be someone who hasn't followed for a while, although we probably haven't addressed this for like a couple of years, but how did we meet? We met online.
Yes, online.
An RSVP.
Yes.
Is that even in existence?
That's still in existence.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Oh, this is really interesting. This is from Jess. What's it like to be a married... sorry. I read the question wrong, but it's still really interesting. What's it like to be married to a content creator? I thought it said, what's it like to be a married content creator? But it's more so your opinion on being married to one. I guess I'm not taking away from your answer at all, but I just wanted to say, I guess I became one after we met. So that's interesting to hear from you what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so it wasn't like you've just done it since we got married.
No,
you've
but also...
You've obviously escalated a lot since getting married.
But also I wasn't a content creator before we met.
No, but you started the journey before we got married.
Yes, but we were together.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying.
I guess at the beginning it was very weird and I didn't want to really be a part of it, or I was really hesitant to be a part of it because I didn't like being like online or on video or things like that.
Yeah, at first you were like anti being on it.
Yeah.
Actually, you weren't anti it because you were on the wedding vlogs. But after the wedding vlogs, you were very much like, I don't really want to be on the channel because it wasn't about the wedding anymore.
Yeah, and it wasn't really like my thing.
Camera died. What was I saying? Yeah, it's not your passion, is it? Like,
No.
this is something that I wanted to do for myself, and Elle just happened to be married to me. But what are your thoughts? Obviously, not being on camera, but being married to me as a content creator. What's that like?
It's interesting seeing the behind the scenes of it all.
Yeah.
And what actually goes on.
Yeah, what did you think went on?
I didn't think it was as hard as it is, and how much work actually goes into like photo shoots and like video editing and like ideas and just like the logistics of setting up all the filming stuff and the
And all the
lights and the
emails.
clothes and emails, and there's just so much. Oh my gosh, my leg has died.
And I freaking love every minute of it. Hey, like, there's not an aspect or element to this job that I don't love, but sometimes it can weigh you down when you're getting a lot of hate comments or some of the DMs that you receive or I receive.
Yeah, that's
like
the one part that I don't really like is like the crap that comes around it. Like people just trying to cause shit.
Yeah.
And then like sending me messages
Yeah.
as well.
trying to hook up with him and telling him that I'm cheating on him, and all of that side of it really does weigh you down. And I don't want to, come across in any way in this conversation to seem ungrateful or as if I want things to change, because obviously I put my life online and I subject myself to this criticism. And that is something that I have come to learn over the years, and I do deal with it, and there's a lot that I don't show that goes on behind the scenes. There's, from deals that have gone wrong, from what's it called, contracts and things that have been signed that I just cannot discuss with you guys. There's so much tough times that have happened behind the scenes over the past 3 years. But with all of that being said, it is the most incredible job and work that I think I will ever do in my life.
Oh yeah, like the doors it's opened up for you, the things you've got to do.
Yeah. And the community.
Yeah, the community you've built. Like,
Yeah.
there's always so many like nice, friendly comments.
Well,
out there
I
and
literally
supportive
met
people.
up with a follower like last week, and it was amazing. Like, I now call her my friend and we talk almost daily. So there has been so much positivity come from, I mean, we're going on a bloody trip with them. Like, that's how much I invest in you guys. Like, you are my second family. Like, that's how much I'm invested in this community. But like I said, there are negatives, and you unfortunately are reciprocant of some of that negativity. But this is an interesting one. How do you keep things spicy in the bedroom? And I want to be completely transparent. My shirt's coming up and it's making the oodie look higher than it is. Yeah, I want to be completely transparent with this question because obviously, I mean, we've also got a question about the podcast in here, and I feel like we talk about this all the time, but we have put it on pause because unfortunately we're just so restricted with time at the minute. But this is normally a topic we talk about on the podcast, but we will address it here for you guys today. I think it's a struggle to keep things spicy. It really is, and it takes a lot of like effort. I don't know about anyone else, but COVID completely squashed the spice.
Yes, it's the distance makes the heart grow fonder. When you're trapped with a person in the same house.
Oh, trapped.
Look, well, trapped. Like, we legally weren't allowed to.
Yeah,
leave the house.
that's true.
So, word trapped is very apt.
Isn't it apt?
Apt? Yeah, apt. Anyway.
Apt. Oh, you're funny.
And then throw like parent life onto that. And then
I think that's a whole nother element. Once your kid knows how to open up door handles,
kind of kills the spontaneity a little bit.
it kills the spontaneity, and our children now have choices because they're humans, and they choose to keep their door open, or they choose to come out and do a wee whenever they want. And so sex very rarely happens in our bedroom now because Darcy comes to our toilet in our bedroom. So I guess in one aspect it's gotten a little bit spicier in the fact that we've had to get creative with where we have sex. I would say we don't have a very spicy sex life right now, but that doesn't mean that we haven't in the past, and it doesn't mean we won't in the future. I think it's just a phase of life and a phase of our marriage, and we're still having sex, it's just not spicy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
we try to spice it up with different toys,
yeah,
and videos and things like that. But
I think too, you have to remember that you're two individual humans who made a commitment together, and both of you are on different journeys, hopefully going in the same direction, but you have to take into consideration the hurdles that each person is going to go through within that too. Don't get me wrong, we do not have the perfect sex life. I don't think anybody does, and there's going to be highs and lows within that. Like, there's been times in our marriage where we've had sex multiple times a week, and then there's times in marriage where we've gone weeks without sex. Like, it just is what it is, and that's the journey of life. And I think as long as you're both consenting every single time and happy with it, and if you want to spice things up and be creative, do that. I've talked about like the potential of role playing. Like, that sounds so fun. And
well, what would be fun, like one day, is to do like go to like a hotel and you're at the bar, and then
like the movies.
Yeah, it could go horribly wrong, but it could be a bit of fun.
Another really good question. What are both your communication styles?
I don't know if I really know what that means.
Like, how do you like to communicate? I'm gonna have some apple pie. I know how you communicate, and I know how I communicate.
I don't really. Is this like a new thing? I don't really understand what this means. Like, we both talk. Like, does it mean like I prefer to fix things there on the spot, where you're more like angry, like storm off and then
I
come
don't
back later?
do that. What are you doing that for?
No, I'm just being very very dramatic
I was
here
gonna
to
say,
try
I'm
and
not like that.
understand it, because I don't understand what it means.
This is a very broken, and I'm very
Choose the other one.
No, like, look at that.
What happened to it?
I don't know.
Does it taste good?
Not really.
Let's see what the other one's like. This one would be perfect, you watch.
Good for you.
Your swap?
No, it's fine. I would say your communication style is lackluster. And my communication style is bring everything to the table, tell you everything on the spot. I have to force you to have deep conversations with me about how you're feeling about things, or being like, how's work going, or like just simple conversations that I would just bring to you, that I feel like you just, I don't know if you just neglect to talk about or if you just don't think to talk about it, but for me, like, 5-year goal plan talks and like what could be improved in this part of my life, like all of these conversations that I think are really healthy to have, and something that can help your partner know you on a deeper level and help you achieve those goals, or help you, I don't know, have a more enjoyable life. Those conversations you don't not have because you don't want to, you just don't think to have them. Like, you just don't bring those conversations up.
Okay, I understand communication styles now.
Maybe that's why I didn't understand communication, because you don't do communication.
Are you going to eat this?
Absolutely.
Okay, just checking. Because it tasted
You just
beautiful.
had the most perfect apple pie.
I did.
And now you want to take my absolutely shocking half-broken pie.
Hey, I asked you to swap, but you said no.
Yeah, because I'd already eaten half of it.
Oh.
Pee off. This is interesting. What were your thoughts, like Elliot's thoughts, when I first decided to be a full-time influencer content creator?
It was mixed. I was like, I know you're probably going to do well at it, but it's going to be a sacrifice. And then it was tough to be like, go from like a normal job, which you kind of understand, compared to content creating, which is so like...
Well, it's
could be
reliant on me putting the work in. So it was trusting that I was going to be consistent with it.
Yeah. And just...
Which I'd proven over the years anyway.
Yeah. It was just like, okay, making a commitment to invest in something that may not go well and may set us back.
Yeah. Because you guys have to remember too that, like, it was a financial investment from our end, because I was paying for those hauls. So
Paying for the halls, paying for
and
the
I still
equipment.
do.
Yeah.
I still buy so much. Like, my business expenses are so high.
Yeah, we had to like buy you like technology and cameras and lights and...
But I only went full-time, like, a year ago. When did I create my ABN?
A year
Year
and a
and
bit
a
ago.
half, yeah.
Maybe 2 years ago.
But then it was like, what is my long-term plan? Once the kids go to school, all of that stuff had to start coming up into my head. And then I was like, well, those plans for that time of my life need to start going into motion now. And I was like, the only way we're going to do that is if I start to, again, take a big leap in putting the kids into daycare, really giving this a full, pardon me, go. And I said to myself, even if I made zero money, this is like something that I'm really enjoying doing. It's investing in me and creativity that I love to do. And it's also giving me work experience in the sense of all the skills that I'm learning, and just being my own boss is a skill in itself of learning how to juggle so many different things and doing all that. So for me, it was never about the money, but to be able to sustainably continue the amount of effort and work that was going into it, I needed it to create an income of some kind. So I've managed to sort of meld those two worlds without one dominating the other, and that's really a tough balance to create. Marriage advice in general.
Don't stop dating. Isn't that that's the
100%.
thing?
I would totally agree with that.
Don't
Romance,
forget about the small
romance,
things.
romance. Don't forget about small things. But the biggest one, other than romance, communication. I think that's how we've made it as far as we have. Because, again, Mr. Non-communicator over here, I'm the one that spurs these conversations on that we have, these like big life conversations. But without me bringing that to the surface, like, you're good at communicating once you know what we're communicating about. Like, if I say to you, hey, we really need to talk about X or whatever, you'll be like totally down for it. Like, there's never a situation where we're like, oh, what did you spend $500 on? And then that would be like a rift of like trust. Like there's never been trust broken in our relationship where we don't know what the other person is thinking or doing, or like, why did I see you liked this naked person on Instagram? Like that's never happened.
I couldn't be with someone like that.
No,
but like, you still want to be your own person, but at the same time, you've got to be respectful in the same way.
I don't care if you want to like these people, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think if someone can't trust the other person, like for example, if I knew that you were sitting on the couch and I could see you were liking photos, that's completely different, because I'm like, well, that's fine because you're doing it openly and it's not like it's a secret. But if you were on the side trying to do all these sneaky things, then that would be something different. And then
it's all with the context of what's going on.
I actually saw a TikTok the other day. This is my life now, just based on TikTok.
But it was so much.
There is so much. But there was a person that said, define cheating. Like someone was like talking about cheating, and this guy sort of stitched it, saying cheating is considered anything that you wouldn't come home at the end of the day and tell your partner about. So if you're not comfortable telling your partner, hey, I just liked 10 chicks that were naked on Instagram, then that's technically cheating. Like if that person's going to feel uncomfortable and if it's going to start an argument with that partner of yours because you know that they're not going to like that, so you don't tell them that you've just done this thing, that's cheating in their eyes, because it's like a form of trust breaking, you know? Like you're gazing at someone else and that's going to hurt that person. Whereas in our relationship, I couldn't care less if you like 10 chicks on Instagram, because the trust is there, and that's my boundary, that's my limit. And the same goes for, I would hope, the other way around. Like if I was liking photos, if you were uncomfortable with it, you could tell me that, or like, not that I do, but do you know what I mean? Like it's just about communicating what your boundaries are. Just communicating. And
I mean, I kind of get that, but I think it's like a little extreme. I think if that person was liking all those photos and then DMing all those people and having like conversations with them, like that is crossing.
I didn't say DMing.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's one thing to like someone's photo, and then there's another thing to like
100%.
actively try and.
But again, it comes down to, would you be comfortable telling your partner about it? So like if you're not comfortable, say you were flirting with Bob at work, or you were getting a little bit flirty or whatever. If you couldn't come home and be like, oh my god, today Bob and I had the biggest banter, he slapped me on the ass. You know, like, do you know what I mean? If you can't come home.
As soon as I work from home, if there's some guy called Bob just hanging out around here and he's slapping my ass, that'd be a bit concerned.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's quite a few other good questions, but I'm going to have to like narrow it down to just this last one.
Could you summate them all into like a general one sort of question?
No, I could not. How different would your lives be if you didn't have your boys yet?
I think we would have still got married, because that's boys came after that. I think we'd be.
I don't think we wouldn't have not had the boys yet.
Yeah, I don't think so, because kids were like an important thing to both of us. Like that was kind of my thing. Like before I even met you, it was like by the age of 30, I want to be married and have my family like started or complete.
Yeah. Very extreme.
Well, yeah, like it was either like. Because I didn't want to be like in my 30s and not have a partner and not have any kids yet, because I'm like that. It's not like you just meet someone the next day have a kid. There's like
I mean, there is people that do that.
Well, yes, but it takes time. So, like either way, I think that was going to happen. I think if we didn't have kids, I think we'd be a lot more.
We probably would have travelled more.
Yeah, well, we would have travelled a lot more, because you can be a little bit more spontaneous.
A little. I'm super spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I mean it's...
Probably would have partied a lot. We used to go to a lot of strip clubs.
Yeah, that's changed.
Yeah.
And there's no strip clubs here where we live now, so
no.
That's kind of very limiting.
But not only that, children are limiting.
Yeah,
like, what are we going to do with them? Just put them into bed and be like, see you, go to strip club.
Yeah, they get refused entry, so... We've never tried to take a kid to the strip club. Let me just preface that. But no, we're still... have fun.
That was actually another question, which I guess can link onto this. Is how do you like create time for date nights and fun between us?
Normally Friday nights are like our time for just you and me. The kids go to bed.
We love like making cocktails. It kind of sparks a little bit of creativity. What?
Cocktail nights are really fun.
They are really fun.
Different like experiment, like you would take turns to make drinks.
Yeah, you can
Which
kind
is
of
fun.
like have a bit of, it's kind of like that party where people come and make their own like cocktails and it's like a signature cocktail. We kind of do that.
What are these parties?
Haven't you seen them on TikTok? Oh.
Yeah, we're in different circles apparently. You're in the TikTok cocktail party circle.
Well, anyway, they'll all make like a theme cocktail each and then it's the winner of the group, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we kind of do the same thing on our date nights. We'll come up with like a couple of different cocktails based on what we have in the house. And then we'll play some board games, mostly card games, but sometimes board games. It's so fun.
Yeah, because you don't get to do board games like all the time.
Yeah.
Like even during COVID, we didn't really do a lot of board games, I feel.
No.
Because we're just so exhausted from
Surviving.
but it's been nice to do it now, like every Friday. Like we don't do board games every Friday.
No, it's not every, but majoritively. At least once a week we'll do a cocktail/game night.
Or like a movie night, like get some takeaway and have a nice movie night together.
Yeah, I love that.
Some drinks.
Sorry, there's a bird sitting out there and it's about to shiz on my dress, my clean dress. But yeah, I think that is it. I'm so full. Are you full?
I'm very full.
I
I keep nibbling just because it's here, but I know that like I'm full.
We're at our
I'm
limit.
done.
Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please come down in the comments and chat to us on any of the topics or questions that we discussed today because I find it so fascinating hearing your guys' opinions on it. And also, if you guys wanted to get yourself an oodie again, I will have that linked down below. These have been so warm and comfortable. I'm so excited to like snuggle in tonight. Or next game night we can wear it.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay. And also, don't forget to subscribe and also come and check us out on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you very soon.